What's up, people? How are you?
Hello, hello, hello.
So we're here to discuss the chasing of the Orlando season 2, episode 8. And Ebbie is too busy frolicking in Oz to join us tonight.
She is in Oz. She is in
She
Oz.
is in Oz. So um look, what do you have for this episode?
Jesus wept after he saw this episode.
Damn it. Not Jesus wept.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did.
Listen. All right. So for me, I honestly feel like not to demerits for Abby reviews. For me, I honestly just feel like we spent the majority of this episode with Max telling his story and apologizing about something he said that, although it doesn't sound like it was a lie, it sounds like they didn't necessarily want him to say it. I don't know.
We'll get there, I guess. I'll wait till we get there.
Yes. All right. There go Abby. All right. Well, we'll get there. All right. So the first scene was Ebbie is in Oz, Ravine. Ebbie is in Oz. I guess the first scene is Cali Boy and Max. They're meeting over at the hookah spot to discuss Max and what he said and why it was wrong and that he should apologize. What else you got?
Chop Bang is a whole ass crackhead, a basehead, and you mad? Now I don't care for Max too much, but Chop Bang, you was over there snorting. The man said you pulled out the little bag and you snorted the cocaine. You just mad because it got on the show and Max told it. But let's not try to escape the fact that you're a whole ass crackhead, a baser. You're a fucking baser. But you gonna just skirt around that. You tried to give us a feel good moment. Oh, I'm here with my family. You're a baser. Let's start there, Chop Bang. You are a baser, a basehead. Are you mad with Max? Now, Max, I'm glad his friend held his feet to the fire, but I wanted his friend to have the beautician hold they hand to the fire when they was doing her hair. Because baby, listen, I'm sorry, that's a whole nother. Go ahead, really be, but I ain't have a lot for this scene right here. I didn't, except for because I feel like until this episode, he didn't come right out and say, or at least we didn't see him say explicitly what happened. And so he said the man pulled out a little baggie, and I mean, that's what he said. Was he wrong?
Oh, it's time for me to talk?
Okay. Yes.
This is what I don't understand. This is a reality show. If you did something in front of Max, I just feel like it's fair game. Am I wrong? I don't know.
Max is not. Don't try to act like y'all friends, and we'll get there later when Max was like, "Oh, she doesn't understand the brotherhood." What brotherhood? Y'all are not friends like that, okay? I'm just saying.
I don't know. But that was pretty much all I got out of that scene. Did anything more happen?
I don't remember no other parts of that scene. I really don't remember that scene.
Now in this next scene, ElTeddy, I need you. I need you to remember that we are speaking on someone's parents.
Okay.
Okay. ElTeddy.
I didn't say anything.
But I know what you want to say.
What I want to say.
I know what you want to say.
What I want to say. Ooh, y'all, I just want y'all to know they be trying to paint me as the villain. And I am not the villain at all. Oh my God. I wish y'all were in on our inside jokes. I really wish y'all were. They are way too funny.
With that being said,
okay.
The next scene was Marlo meeting with her parents.
You know, back in the day, really no. I'm just gonna tell you, back in the day when I was a little boy, there was a song that used to come on the radio.
I'm going to take you down. I am going to take you down. Don't you do it. Look at you.
Oh my God.
ElTeddy, be nice.
Okay. All right.
Now Marlo told us that her parents were young. Well, her mama was 14. I'm not too sure how old her daddy was. Did you get the impression that her daddy is older than her mama? Like a lot older?
I don't know about a lot, but I know he's older. Maybe he did. Maybe he aged horribly. You know, maybe like she. But
I would be interested to know how old he was when she was 14 and pregnant. But moving right along,
it could have been a 9th grade, 12th grade situation.
It might have been. You're right. It could have very well been a 9th grade, 12th grade thing. That's true. But neither here nor there. Marlo was meeting with her parents, and we found out that her mama said, "Listen, I knew you was gay the whole time. I knew it." And the daddy said, "I didn't know, and nobody told me." And the mama was like, "How did you not know? You don't remember him playing in my?"
But then the mama tried to call the daddy gay because he keep his nails clean and stuff.
She said, "You more girly than me because you keep your nails done, and you always iron your clothes and you dress. You know, you match up. I mean, I guess.
Oh yeah, you bathe. That make you gay. Like what?
Right, right." And then she said, and then the mama was like. So then the daddy was like, "Well, I mean, that's just how I was raised. I was raised that you always supposed to iron your clothes and be presentable. So doesn't make you girly." Hello.
I think I think all sides of this conversation is leaving information out. I don't think the mama giving us the whole truth. I don't think Marlo's giving us her whole truth. I don't think the daddy's giving us.
Oh no, I think I got the whole thing. I think if you put all three of them together, I got the whole truth.
Like I feel like for the mama to be that flippant,
Jay Walsh, don't you encourage him. Go ahead.
For the mama to be that flippant about saying the daddy is feminine because he bathes and keep his nails clean. I can only imagine what the mama might have been saying about Marlo at that time. Okay? Because the thing about it is, you tried to come up on here on this camera and tried to, I guess, play it up for the camera like you're this doting mother. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it at all. I didn't buy it not one bit. Because like I said, she went in on the daddy. And I was like, well, wait, how you deduce? You know, all of this.
So this is what I'm going to say. I hear what you're saying, But what I'm saying is, if you put all of their stories together, you'll get the story. So Mama was 14 when she had Marlo. Marlo said we basically grew up like siblings, and she said when my younger siblings came along, basically I had to take care of the kids while my mama was out. And if you translate that, while my mama was out running them streets, she left me at home to take care of the damn kids. Okay,
I mean, but that's very typical in
I
a lot of
understand that, but I'm just
households.
saying this is what I heard. And then the daddy clearly wasn't in the house. He was around because I mean they found him to do this scene, so he's around. But clearly they weren't together. But the one thing that I heard, and I'm not saying that makes it okay. Let's be clear. I'm not saying that makes it okay. But I feel like Marlo tried to make it seem like her dad was so mean to her and her only because she was gay, and her daddy was like, I talk like that to everybody. Like, that's just what I do. And both of them validated that her daddy is just a mean motherfucker. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, because I'm sure he called her all sorts of agates and all kind. I'm sure that it was, the homophobic slurs and everything else. But it sounds like that's who his father is who her father is when he mad at everybody. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but I felt like you were building this up like your daddy, it was just because you were gay. And I feel like, no, you could have been straight and he still would have been talking shit to you, because I feel like that's who he is. And then he said, listen, this ain't what I named you. You got to give me some grace. I try to remember your pronouns. I try to remember your name, but it's just hard for me. And I feel like, and don't cuss me out in the chat. I don't want to hear it. But I feel like sometimes trans people don't understand that it is hard on the people who knew them prior to their transition. Yes, people want to be respectful. Yes, people want to respect who you are now. But it is, if I've been spending 20 years calling you Mark, it is hard
I got
to
a
go to
friend
Marlo.
like that who's Muslim, and he didn't transit. He just changed his name from the name that I grew up with him, knowing him 35 years as, and then now all of a sudden you got a whole new name.
Like Akbar V.
It's even hard for me to do that with my friend. But
yeah.
I'm gonna say like this: I think the mom has revisionist history on some things.
ElTeddy.
What?
I'm blaming you. Go ahead.
Oh.
I spilled the water, but I'm blaming you. I didn't say.
And sometimes.
Oh, I didn't twist the top all the way on.
Sometimes you get revisionist history when certain substances are coursing through your veins. God of mercy, God of love, rain on us from heaven above. Oh. Oh. I'm just saying. Oh. Because the daddy even said, oh, I don't remember being that mean. I bet you don't.
Look at did you see what Ebbie wrote?
I'm not paying attention to Ebbie. I am not reading Ebbie's comments. Nope. I'm trying to keep it nice. And you over here y'all trying to.
I didn't say nothing.
You didn't say nothing, man. Wait, you didn't, Ebbie. You hear her lying, right? She's saying she say nothing. Ebbie, you see her lying, right? But the daddy did tell Marlo, listen, you do have to give people a little bit of grace, in regards to, maybe somebody may have a slip up, so you should give people a little bit of grace.
I just feel like that's what we need to do, Now, as far as the mama did apologize, I mean, she may have revisionist history, but she did apologize, and I have to give credit where credit is due. She acknowledged and she apologized, and this is where I come from sometimes. When people apologize, sometimes I'm just not sure what more people want. I understand that the best apology is change behavior, but in the moment, because Marlo was like, I just ain't getting what this just didn't.
Well, I don't know what Marlo was looking for in that one conversation.
Your mama apologized, and your daddy said he was going to try harder. I don't know what else you wanted from them, especially
that was my thing.
I feel like that was the best the two of them could do.
I listen. I'm just glad they were coherent, but I don't know what else. Right. Thank you, Ebbie. Thank you, Ebbie. But
What happens in the group chat stays in the group chat.
I'm gonna say like this.
What's up, Benji?
You know your parents, Marlo, and you left saying, well, I just didn't get what I wanted, or I ain't getting nothing out of it. Well, what were you looking for? What were your expectations?
Because it was one conversation clearly set up for a television show, because your mama showed up in her Sunday best. Okay, your mama was ready.
That the Sunday best?
Shut up. Your mama was ready for her close-up. Okay, she had the hat tilted to the side. Now your daddy, on the other hand, looked like he just picked up the first thing he saw on his way out the door and threw that shirt on. But that ain't my business. That is not, because when they were talking about how he always made sure he was ironed and put together, and I'm looking at this shirt with stains all in the front, and I'm like,
wait, I didn't even see stains, but I ain't look that hard. Hold on, let me look. Hold your line.
Go back and look at that front of that t-shirt.
Hold your line. Oh, it do got stains.
So when they were like, daddy always showed up ready to go and his clothes ironed and stuff, I was like, but he didn't show up ready today. But anyway. Okay, Abby, going off to Oz.
Marlo looks like her daddy to me.
I'm too nice. You're right, I am. You're right, I am.
No, Ravine, she don't want me to talk about the parents, but she could talk about the parents like a dog.
I did not say anything. What did I say about the parents? I said they showed up in their Sunday best,
disheveled, and you don't see how they say he always clean because he looked like he picked up the first thing out the dirty clothes hamper.
I said he showed up in his Sunday's best.
You know that's a whole shade in the read.
I did my best.
You know that's a whole.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough.
Because here we are back
where we were before.
Shout out to James Ingram. That is
shout out.
That is, may he rest in peace. I love me some James Ingram.
Yes. But moving right along.
But listen,
I just don't know what Marlo wanted. I feel like her parents gave her the best they had with what they was giving.
Here's my question.
Now the reality is change behavior has to happen. So I don't know what the follow-up is.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
Now Marlo, during this scene, she said that a lot of who she is and her personality comes from, her parents, mainly a lot from her dad. And the dad was like, no, a lot of it come from the mom. I wonder which parts of their, life did she actually take on. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't just the yelling at people part. Behavior comes off a little erratic from time to time, erratic behavior, changing of dispositions at the drop of a dime. I'm not pointing at gonna go double glasses on this.
Not double glasses.
Just saying. Can I just tell you this? I grew up in Miami in the hood. And I always tell you the story, really be that the hood that I grew up in, my good friend Jewel and her sister and her grandma, they stayed right directly in front of me. But on both sides of Jewel, there was a crack house on Jewel's on this side of Jewel, and there was a crack house on the other side of Jewel. And I grew up with that. And it gave me the ability to easily discern personality, different traits and characteristics of people on certain illicit drugs. I'm just going to say that. We can move to the next scene. God of mercy, God of love.
We can move on.
Mm-hmm. But no, so wait. One more thing. I saw Jay Wash said that the episode was and maybe it's this scene and maybe it could have been another scene too. But I feel like they were going for this moment of like, the feel good, having a come to Jesus moment with your parents about being a young trans youth and stuff like that. And it kind of fell flat for me. Like it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. It was just like, I don't know. Really, but it's episode 8, not 88.
Is that what I put on at 88? Oh, I'll change it. Moving right along. So the next scene is Max. He's showing his friend an apartment.
I want you to put up what Mo Will 7124 put up.
I'm sorry.
Great question.
Okay. Your
mom.
Great
question. She asked a question. I need you to put the question up on screen. Please. You should do your subscribers like this. That is a valid question in the chat. You need to put these questions up on screen so that we can address them appropriately.
The fact that I started reading it and was like really about to read it out loud, that's the part. That's the part.
You're not gonna put that question up?
I'm not.
So rude. We wouldn't have it. We wouldn't do that when I was in. The question said, your mama smoke crack. Like that one song. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Why were they on TV like that? Really, B said they had on their Sunday best. Oh, listen. I'm a realist about these things. See, I know I would not have my parents on nobody's show because my mama and daddy go look like an old crackhead. Both of my parents go look like crackheads. I'm not gonna have these people over here embarrassing me, dude. But they did crack for real though, so then there's that. All right.
I mean.
Oh, the next thing was
Max showing the apartment to his friend, where he then proceeded to talk about how Pablo was flirting with his boyfriend on Instagram, and then the whole Max of it all. So first of all, how do we feel about
they weren't together?
But he told they weren't together, but didn't he say that he told Pablo that this is a guy that he liked, and then next thing he knew, Pablo was liking all the guys' pictures? Like, did I misunderstand?
But does that mean that Pablo was trying to get with the guy? I don't know. Don't Pablo got somebody?
Right. I mean, listen, I'm just telling you what the man said. Ain't that what the man said?
That is what he said. But he made it sound like he wasn't officially with the guy. Is that what we do really be like? If I go like all your boyfriend pictures, you gonna be mad at me if I like all your boyfriend pictures?
I mean, you are a whore, so I don't know.
I mean, real girls do real things, Max. You worried about the next girl liking your man's pictures? You got other things to worry about. Real girls do real things. You don't have to worry about these kind of things.
So if I'm being if I'm being honest, for me, it would be in the context. So, like, for example, I'll use a perfect example. Last night when I was live, my best friend who went to Turks and Caicos with us was shouting out ElTeddy. That because they bonded. Okay, that was his boy. Time. Okay, he was what did he call you?
LT Gray.
LT Gray. Okay, that was his boy.
Good time. Yeah, we need to take another trip.
We do. But to be fair, it wouldn't bother me no kind of way if I went. Well, that don't count because Richie ain't my man, so I guess that ain't the same thought. But let's say Richie was my man. Because of the type of trip we took and the way we all bonded. No, I wouldn't feel no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel no kind of way about that. I'd be like, oh, okay, he liking his pictures. Who cares? Because they're friends. Like, they legit have built a friendship. So, but I would find it kind of weird if I was like, yo, ElTeddy, which, I'd be like, I met this dude. He's real cute. Let me show you his Instagram. Tell me what you think. And then all of a sudden, I start seeing ElTeddy liking. Yeah, I would kind of be like,
your point. I do see your point. Now the question is, do we know? Because in that I-4 corridor, the circles are real small in that I-4 corridor between Tampa, because that goes Tampa, Orlando, Daytona. That strip right there is the circles are real close. You know, everybody know everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure
my point is, who's to say that maybe Pablo didn't already know the boy?
Now, that is a valid question that we don't have all that information. But that's a very valid question, ElTeddy. Again, y'all, I'm just telling you what the people said. Those would be good questions for the reunion.
Yeah. I mean, Max, let's be clear. You wasn't with the boy. And was this before or after Pablo got with his boyfriend that he's with or whatever? Baby, I don't know. I'm not worried about the next one because I know when I throw it back and look back at it, y'all, the next girl can't compete. Real girls do real things.
Moving right along. What?
I'm just saying. I think Max is mad because he probably ain't get with the guy, and he probably really liked the guy. Maybe him and Pablo, the guy and Pablo are friends. Now, maybe I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. They never give us enough information. But I will say I like when when Max told the girl, what was the girl name? When he talked to Nappy Roots, that's what her name gonna be until I know that woman's name. Oh wait, what? What happened? What is the girl name?
I don't know, but that's not it. Kiki. Her name is Kiki.
Oh, Kiki. Kiki, are you with me? Are you riding? Ow. Well, she ain't riding to the beauty parlor, but Kiki, you knew you was coming on this show. Girl, you could have went and got your retwist or something. Had a hat on, a head scarf, something. Girl, you knew you was coming on this show. And Max, why would you let your friend come on this show like this? Girl, anyway, I like that because Max was trying to play victim, like, you know, he was all innocent. And she was like, You could tell that was his real friend because she was like, nah, bro.
Yeah, she did hold him accountable. She was like, did you apologize?
But here's my question. You got all this smoke for Pablo. It sounds like your real smoke should be for Ayo. That's where the smoke should be. But she don't seem to have no smoke for Ayo and, you know, all the smoke for Pablo and everybody else.
I don't understand why anybody has smoke for anybody. Sir, from the story he told, you just decided to sit your ass down and open up your purse and pull out the ski slopes and go to town. I don't understand. Why are you mad at anybody, sir?
Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Dear Lord.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, I mean, you weren't necessarily wrong. Like I said, I think the Pablo situation is she mad that she ain't get with old boy in Tampa and found a reason to be mad at Pablo because Pablo liked the boy pictures. I don't know. You know, baby, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I do not know. I don't know.
I don't. That's all I got out of this.
Isn't that the group Nappy Roots? Nappy Roots is a group. I want to see the pictures too, Chuck, and he better be fine. He better be real fine. Pablo, just go ahead and let us know who the man is so we could go look at the pictures, and he better be real fine. I will send some cute men down to the Tampa. I ain't gonna even hold you. Tampa do got some cute menses. Do.
I don't know. That's all I got from that. I'm just being. Listen, y'all. When I say this episode didn't really give me a lot, it just didn't give me a lot, and the stuff that I think it gave me, I just didn't understand. So next, shit. I'm sorry. Next, we have this throwaway scene with Ayo picking his daughter up from daycare. I'm not really sure what we were supposed to do.
I don't know what was the point in that scene.
I don't know what we were supposed to do with that. Then we have Marlo at an event.
What event? I don't even remember. At what event?
Ladies, where she was serving the food and the ladies had on orange, and it was a community event for the girls, for the dolls.
Oh, baby, I don't even remember that scene. I think that's when I fell asleep and woke back up.
Wow.
I did though. And I wasn't gonna rewind. I said no, I'm not rewinding.
Okay.
Oh, I think the point of the Ayo scene was he let us know that he worked out the situation with the baby mama and stuff and the paperwork and stuff. I don't know how true that is or whether or not he's just telling us that.
Well, not only that, but now you talk about a story that's missing parts of the story. That's just missing part. We still don't understand. You saying you worked it out, and we don't even understand what the fucking the problem was. I don't understand how the man didn't know he had a kid, but the man was clearly on the story. The man, like you said last week, he signed a birth certificate. So how he signed a birth certificate about a baby he don't know? I'm so confused.
Because they think we stupid. They just think we dumb as hell.
I mean, that's great that y'all worked it out, but the details just didn't make no sense to me. Marlo was hosting an event. It looked like it was a great event. Good for you, Miss Marlo. I don't have nothing else for that. Do you? Okay, moving right along. Next, Chop Bangs is having an event for his dad.
I want Chop Bangs to stop showing her belly. And I'm not trying to body shame nobody, but and I know you a whole scripper. Because I'm a scripper and this is my life. I got bills to pay. Hey. But Chop Bangs, girl. I just her choices of outfits and stuff. I just Oh, go ahead, Really B. You were narrating and guiding us through. Let me shut the hell up. Go ahead, Really B.
So with that being said, this was a great event that he was throwing for his dad for pancreatic cancer. That had everybody was wearing blue. All the people showed up. Pablo catered the event. And it looked like it was a beautiful event for the family. I believe it was like a fundraiser. Chef Pablo donated $200 because the medicine.
Hold on one second. Chop Bangs is B Baby whatever Lindo or something.
BBL boy. And
that's Chop Bangs.
So it looked like it was a really nice event. Now here's where I was a little confusion. I get it that you want to highlight the people on the show, but like I know, and ElTeddy, go on, look at me. Go on, ElTeddy right here. And I know that his daddy and a bit more want to see them people perform at his party than they wanted. Now maybe they wanted like Selena, maybe they wanted like I don't know, but that's not who he wanted at the party.
Not BD boom boom.
And he had the nerve to say, well, I'm trying to tone it down because this isn't my normal crowd. You think this ain't your think? Now, Mr. BBL, I know you wanted to highlight the people. I get that. But there was a way you could have done it and then you had Marlo come out there with no titties and just, what was that?
And then
how I feel about drag queens with no titties. You know how I feel about
that.
We
do not like the drag queens with no titties at all. My thing about it is, even before they went inside, when they were outside talking, Did we miss a conversation that Chop Bangs had with Max?
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. Max
Because
showed up with
Max
some
just
roses.
rolled up in there, sat down like everything was good. Matter of fact, he
bought
sat
him
next to
flowers.
Pablo.
He bought him flowers and he hugged them.
He sat next to Pablo. Everybody acted like everything was like it was nothing to see here.
So I guess they made up. They cool again. I mean, is that what it is? Is that what happened?
Yeah, listen.
JB, is that what happened?
No, listen. And then you have Rashida turn into Dr. Quinn medicine woman talking about these holistic, if you do this and you use the alkaline and you do this and da 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 da. And Max was like, my daddy ain't gonna stop. See, that's the problem. I can tell you.
My daddy is not gonna stop smoking his cigarettes. Okay.
I can beat the cancer. And I think Chop Bangs kind of told on himself because he was like, my daddy gonna do what he do. I think he said, I'm gonna do what I do too. I understand. So
Did I say Marlo? I meant Max bought the flowers. If I said Marlo, that ain't what I meant. I know it was Max that bought the flowers.
Listen. But Rashida turned into Dr. Quinn medicine woman.
Yeah, Rashida turned into a whole holistic nurse.
And she was getting mad about it too. Mom was getting mad. I said, "Oh, that's a grown ass man. You know how them daddies are. You can't tell them nothing.
What's wrong with a drag queen in a training bra? I don't have a problem with a drag queen in a training bra. I have a problem with a drag queen with nothing,
with no titties,
just flat. And I understand that some women are A cup and some women are triple D cup. I get that. But if you are trying to illuminate, the purpose of drag is to give the female illusion. If you are giving us a female illusion, then give us titties. Because
you can't be flat chested with all kinds of razor bumps way down here, 5 o'clock shadow, and then all of that. Mama, you got a strong face. You got to do everything you can.
I hate you. I just hate you. I hate you so much. You make me so sick.
Oh, God.
You make me so fucking sick.
Why?
Because why would you say that? Next, we have
not Chuck say the ingrown hairs of it all.
Chuck,
you need to put these people comments on the screen.
Chuck,
the wonderful subscribers. These people have great questions and great comments. God of mercy, God of love.
So that was pretty much it. I mean, at the end of the event, all the people got up and talked about how great, the event was and BBL and how great he's been for their father and everything. That was great. I thought in all jokes aside, I did like seeing the event, So next we have my baby daddy, Fabio. Now, I was confused by this first scene. Now, the second scene was his album release or his EP release, and I was here for it. But that first scene, I was a little confused. He said he was there to apologize to his family for it. I feel like we came in the middle of a story. Like, did he talk about in previous episodes how he hadn't been getting along with his family or how he had been going through a lot and he hadn't really been, I know he talked about the wrestling and how not being able to wrestle sort of, affected him. But did he talk about how it affected his relationship with his family? Because he walked in there like we were supposed to know that him and his family was beefing.
I feel like it was the whole I'm gay situation, and I'm glad that, because we live in a Virgin Island. And can I say this to my brothers and sisters that are from the Caribbean? Let's be clear and honest about this.
I love Fabio too, Romeo. Mm-hmm.
Let's be clear and honest about this. The Black people in America are just as homophobic and against homosexuality and gay people as they are in the Caribbean. I don't I don't think we need to have trauma Olympics within um the the black wing of the G corridor within the Rainbow Coalition compound, because have y'all seen this country? I mean, let's be clear. There is equal amounts of hatred, bigotry, and homophobia here in the States as there may be over in the islands. Hell, I lived through the time of people still being gay bashed and drug, with cars and stuff and killed. So I wanted to put that out there, and within the black community, no, I'm not just, of course, not every single one, but by and large, a very large portion of the black community is very anti-gay. Very much so. You grow up in households where you are sometimes abused, both verbally, mentally, and physically, if you don't fit within what they think you should fit. So this is, and we heard part of that even with Marlo earlier in the episode. And so I just wanted to bring that out because I do see that a lot of our Caribbean brothers and sisters, they mention that as if to say that America is this great place and Black America is just this inviting place for all of the gays. And maybe it's not that. It's not that serious. It's not that way. But I'm sorry. I just wanted to bring that point out.
I'm with you on that one. But that was basically that conversation. So,
because can I say this? Nobody really said anything. I mean, the little brother kind of said, "I'm proud of you," but the rest of them kind of, and the mama, the sisters, and the mama, they kind of sat there like, "Okay, why are we here?" I don't know. They they really just sat there like, "Okay, Fabio, all right, can we go eat now?" Like you holding me up from getting to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. That's really what it looked like. It looked like they were like, okay, so what we supposed to be doing now?
Mm-hmm.
What is this? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do two things at one time. I apologize. But yeah, so now we did end up going to his album or EP release, which I thought was really nice. It looked like he had a nice venue. The cover art was beautiful. I do like the songs. I like the songs. And once again, it looked like everybody was there. I will say this for Chase and Orlando. It does seem like the cast supports each other. When they have these group events, there's usually the majority, if not everybody, shows up. And they've had a lot of group events, and it just seems like they are always there. So I can appreciate that.
Again, and Fabio at the end of the episode, I would have liked if he would have just said, "Shout out to the club for allowing us to be here," da 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 da, and left it at that. Hey Tracy from the ship.
I'm about to say, look at drunk Tracy. Look at drunk Tracy. That's what we're gonna be in 2 months.
Mm-hmm. But instead of inserting up, because I know what type of club this is, and you really didn't have to let us be here and all of this stuff. And I was like, okay. Did you? Because most clubs, did you pay the money? Okay, you paid the money. All right, well, listen, how would you go ahead? I don't know, Chuck, because that's a good question. Sorry about that. That was my alarm.
Because you got to get ready to go.
No, that was for something else.
Oh, okay.
But that I don't know why they don't sing live either. That's a very good question.
Because the audio doesn't always connect. So I think it's just an issue with connecting the audio live. So because a lot of times on these shows, they're not singing live. Not just reality shows, but just in general. A lot of times they're not singing live. Yeah. All right.
But I think the point that he was making is like when you perform at the Well, no, they do perform live because we see Mark perform live when he was at the
Maybe it was too much noise at the
yeah,
club.
it could have been.
Maybe there
Yeah,
was too
because
much
we
noise.
remember when Mark had his scene, he performed live. We did see that.
Yeah. Maybe it was just too much noise. They didn't get a clean version of it or something. I don't know. All right. With that being said,
Was that the whole episode?
I think that was pretty much the episode. Let me make sure. Hold on. But I'm pretty certain that's where we left off. But yeah, Callie. Yeah, Callie. Yeah, Callie. I mean, not I keep saying Callie. I know I don't mean Callie. Fabio. Yeah, that's the end of it. Fabio. Now next week it looks like they're going there trip and they're going to the red dress run down to New Orleans. So they said Mark was lip syncing too. So I'm
Okay.
here for the New Orleans trip. I mean, looks like they're gonna have themselves a good time. They got the red dress. It looks like Callie shows up. The nice Callie. It looks like the Callie from last season shows up. He's yelling and shit and whatever. So we'll see what happens with that, I guess. Baby, that's all I got. I mean, if you have something else, please.
I am Whitney Houston.
I've got nothing.
Nothing. Don't make me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore.
Oh, I got a door I want to close.
I don't want to hurt anymore.
Not doing MAGA antics.
I mean, he had on the appropriate red, I guess.
I hope they weren't arguing about politics because I feel like none of them are qualified to have that conversation. And was that an arrogant comment? Maybe
it was.
Okay, but tell me you disagree.
I did not say I disagreed. I just said it was an arrogant comment.
Okay.
But I'm with you when you're right.
All right then. Now I hope you know what? On that note, it's time to go. Now I hope Ice picks up Callie.
You know what?
I'm not doing this with y'all. Speaking of which, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get off of here. Did you see? I think I sent it to you. Did you see what the Department of Education is calling people that they fired to come in because
they come back because they need to handle.
They need to handle the civil rights stuff. But then they said, but this is not them hiring them back. I don't give a fuck if I'm sitting at home right now collecting unemployment on food stamps. I wish I fucking would.
Y'all got a lot of fucking nerve.
I wish. And then you're not even going to guarantee me a job? Oh, hell no.
Y'all got a lot.
I wish
I
fucking
nerves.
Would. Anyway, with that being said, ElTeddy, what you got coming up this week on your channel? Let the people know.
We will be doing Run Your Mouth as we do Monday through Thursday. Wednesday will be on Twitch only on Wednesday. Twitch only on Wednesdays. And talking about what these people are doing. Keeping track of it and running our mouth about it.
Okay. So tonight will be the Real Housewives of Potomac at 9:15-ish. Y'all know the Whether You Like It or Not panel is on Monday. The Teacher Project 2.0. Yes, we're going to try to get you guys an episode this week. The Scene Atlanta premieres this week, which is Scotty by Nature's reality show that he's starring on. So be on the lookout for that premiere.
I think I might do a upload.
ElTeddy said he might come out of retirement and review it. He has already warned Scotty. So with that being said,
yes,
we're doing
out Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it comes out. Oh shit! Don't make me lie. I think it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. There's a panel that we're doing a panel for the review. I just couldn't tell you. I think we're doing the review on Thursday night. I think that's on Thursday night. Right, as Busy calls it, the Ghetto Gays of Atlanta. All right. On that note, we're about to get up out of here. Busy's live right now. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. See, we got you out of here in time for your